Welcome to this special episode. Special because it's the first time that we are visiting Italy after the lockdown due to the coronavirus. Since the 3rd of June, the borders are open again from Switzerland to Italy, and today we are having the 17th of July. We are driving to Florence. With me is one of my best friends, Florian.
Hello.
And we want to go and see which impact the virus still has regarding the tourism, regarding the security measures. Italy is currently in the phase number 3. That means there are still the security measures to maintain, like keeping 1 meter of distance, wearing the face masks, and so on. Italy was unfortunately hit very hard by the virus. It started with the first patient on the 21st of February in Codogno. This is in the north of Italy, the region of Lombardy, and then it spread very fast until today there are around 35,000 deaths, 243,000 cases. And fortunately the situation became a bit better over the last weeks. There are now around 140 new cases every single day. In the Tuscan region where we are going, there are only below 10 new cases every single day. And so we want to bring you there, show you around, to see how it is in these times to travel around Italy.
All of the lights, they're coming into focus. Cannot deny, it's harder not to notice. Glory blazing in the fire, underneath the haze. Legacy set in desire, living out our days. All of the lights, they're coming into focus.
So now we have to sit a bit different, because we have read in the internet on several official web pages that if you're not living in the same household, or if you aren't a couple, you cannot sit beside the driver. And even if you sit in the back of the car, then in the middle no one is allowed to sit. And you also need to wear the mask if you're sitting in the car in Italy. Now we are here near to Milan in another traffic jam, and we can say we haven't seen someone with a mask, and they are all sitting together. So maybe these are all people living in the same household, or they don't take it so serious. So we make the first stop here in Italy, and we go to a service stop here at the motorway and put it on the mask already for getting inside. You can really see here now all the people walking in with the mask. So here they show you all the rules, that they are disinfecting all the facilities. You have to wear a mask, wash your hands with the sanitizer provided over there. Then you have the marks on the floor to keep the 1 meter's distance. They are also wearing the face shield. Buongiorno. Sì. We are now close to Florence, but first it's dinner time for a good bistecca fiorentina.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Mi dà un nome?
Domenico, come Domenico?
Come me, Domenico.
Ah, bene.
Cellulare?
22.
Perfetto, grazie.
They are measuring your fever, or if you're having fever.
Coronavirus. Grazie.
Grazie a lei.
Buonasera.
Buonasera. Per due? All'aperto? Sì, grazie. So here they also put the menu behind this plastic, that they can clean it after every usage. Now we have ordered as a main course the most typical and most famous Tuscan plate, the bistecca fiorentina. So after the bistecca, the real pleasure is coming up. The diet table. So we have finally arrived. We stay here in this very idyllic Tuscan villa. Also here in the hotel, sanitizer, you have to wear the mask. Buonasera, ho prenotato una camera. And here it's also written that our room has been disinfected and sanitized. You can check that on booking websites like booking.com, which measures these hotels are applying. They even have put the TV remote control into this plastic bag to properly disinfect it. Here we are for breakfast, the first Italian cappuccino and brioche, and you can see that the people are mostly keeping a security distance. They're all wearing the mask, so very big discipline here. Ottimo, grazie.
Grazie.
Primo cappuccino d'italiano dopo il lockdown.
Oh,
Meritato.
Grazie. Lungo tempo. Here we are in the historical center of Florence. We now do a little tour. We go first to the cathedral, and then I'm really curious how many people there are, how many tourists, and so we will check this out. That's the main square in front of the cathedral, and as you can see there are some people, but not that many. It's a Saturday, and in July usually you see much more people here. It's much more crowded. For example, here this queue in front of the bell tower. Last June, 2 years ago, was on all this square here, the entire queue. One of the most famous art museums in Italy, when not in the world, the Uffizi. And here you can already see the queue. Everyone is keeping the distance of 1 meter. But there's quite the queue. That's the main shopping street of Florence, where we are now. And also here are quite some people on their way, but I have to say, what I have seen 2 years ago, then it was really full with people. Here you had to search your way, so it's more comfortable now.
c'è posto alle 16:30, se potete tornare tra un minuto.
16:30.
Grazie, sanificate le mani. Grazie.
We are now inside the Palazzo Medici museum. Here you can visit the facilities of the powerful and mighty Medici dynasty. They had a very huge influence here in Florence, but also in the Tuscan region. And we have to wear the mask, and we also actually needed to pre-book to enter, but we had luck and there was a free time slot. We just had to wait 30 minutes for it. We wanted to go to this restaurant, the Golden View, because in it you have an incredibly beautiful view to the Ponte Vecchio, but they are closed due to the current safety rules and norms. On the Piazzale Michelangelo, there's no COVID. So many people, very, very crowded. It's Monday, the 20th of July. We are already on our way back home after having spent another unforgettable day in Florence yesterday. We had such a big luck because the AFC Fiorentina, the football team of Florence, was in the same hotel, and then there was Franck Ribéry. Excuse me, can we make a picture, Frank? Can you make a picture?
Yes, yes.
We could even take a picture together with him. That was absolutely great. Beside that, I would like to give you a little summary about the situation with the COVID-19 in Italy, in Florence. What I can tell you is that the tourists are really coming back. It's quite crowded, not as crowded as during normal times. You have a lot of tourists from France, from Germany, but also from the United Kingdom and the Netherlands. But these groups from Asia or people from the United States of America you don't see at the moment. There aren't even these street sellers currently, so it's a bit more quiet. You also find more easily a free table in a restaurant, so you can really feel a bit that the people are skeptical still, but don't expect empty attractions or empty places. As you could see maybe from Italy, this is no longer existing at the moment in July. Regarding the security aspects, there are several measures against the COVID-19, like wearing the mask inside the buildings. That's very important. Or then there are the distances of 1 meter you need to respect in every queue between the tables of the inside the restaurants. The waiters are wearing the mask. You also have the sanitizers in front of the at the entrance of the buildings where you can disinfect your hands. So inside the buildings you really need to wear a mask. Outside you can see many people wearing one, is in particular Italian people. But tourists or even the team of the Fiorentina and Franck Ribéry, they weren't wearing a mask. But beside that, really many people wear it. And so we were feeling quite safe at one bar and in the restaurant in Barberino di Mugello in the first evening. We needed to write down our contact details. They were measuring our fever. But to write down the contact details, the fever measurement, this we didn't see in, I say, these 5-6 restaurants, some gelaterias we have been in Florence. This was like not existing there. And beside that, you really need to decide for yourself if you feel safe, if you want to stay there. We have also seen on Saturday evening crowded streets, but only a few with young people not wearing the masks in front of a bar, so it was a bit crowded there. But for the rest, it was really, we had a safe impression. So, thanks for watching this episode. I will put you some more information below this video. Stay healthy. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.